Today is Saturday, January 29th, 2022. I am in the Angeles National Forest, the San Gabriel Mountains. I am actually just below the junction of Angeles Forest Highway and Angeles Crest Highway near Clear Creek Junction. Today, my plan is to finally hike to Josephine Peak. The first time. I've been eyeing this mountain peak for quite a while, and yet I haven't made any plans to actually hike it, so today is the day. So, where I am right now is just a little area below the Josephine Fire Road, which is the route I was going to take today. It's one of at least two ways you can get up there, the other one being Colby Canyon, the Colby Canyon Trail. However, I chose the Fire Road today because it's a little wider, so you can be practicing social distancing. So it's pretty popular. Colby Canyon Trail and the Josephine Fire Road are both quite popular routes. It's just maybe about 7:20 in the morning, and it's pretty packed already at the trailhead. So I expect to have a lot of company on this one. So the Fire Road will promote a little more social distancing. As of right now, we're still under the gun for all the Omicron wave that we're still dealing with. However, before I start up there, I figured I'd check this little spot out down here. The Fire Road is just over this hill here, where those coulter pines are. I thought I heard something trickling in here, but there's a little bit of water running down here. There's a little spring or something down here. It goes underground before it goes over towards that little culvert there, but you hear a little water running under there. You might just be able to hear the trickling a little bit. There's another reason why I also chose the Fire Road over the Colby Canyon Trail today. There are a couple of smaller peak climbing opportunities. I kind of drew myself out a map and actually remembered to bring it with me this time. There's a Josephine Fire Road hike. See, right down here is the junction of Angeles Crest going this way and Angeles Forest. The black line that kind of squiggles its way up is an approximation of what the Fire Road looks like. And I drew in a couple of possibilities for some peak climbs. Like, for instance, before we get to the second switchback, so we got the first switchback here. The second switchback, you can see it says 0.4355. So I'm going to see if I can climb up to that small summit there. That would be my first summit of the day. Then, as we go around to the third after the third switchback, before we hit the fourth, there's a slightly higher point, 0.4520, and might see if after I maybe go around the north side of it, maybe I can do a short scramble up to there, and then we will keep doing switchbacks up to, this is where the trail joining from the Colby Canyon Trail joins the Fire Road, and then there's a firebreak that runs the rest of the way up to Josephine Peak, and I was thinking about maybe hitting a small summit right there, 0.5400. So I wanted to see if I can add a little bit of bonuses in today. So I kind of drew out the shape of the Fire Road. I don't know if it's probably not that legible on camera, but trying to see if I can maybe get some bonus mileage, if you know what I mean. Well, it's not going to really add much to the mileage total, but like maybe some bonuses. So that's another reason why I chose the Fire Road, because you might be able to branch off and hit a few peaks along the way. I don't know if that might be one of them there. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know if I'm going to bother adding them to Peakery. I might. We'll see. See how it goes. But if I do, that's great. If not, my main objective today is obviously to finally get to Josephine Peak. For the first time ever. Done Strawberry Peak twice, done Mount Lawler, San Gabriel Peak, Mount Markham, Mount Low, Mount Disappointment, Mount Deception, done Occidental Peak, done a couple of random peaks in the Front Range, but I've never done Josephine, and I've been hiking in these mountains for a good few years. And there's one I still need to do, Hwys Mountain right there. I mean, most people just go up that firebreak there, but I know this one guy, his name is Chris Hazard, aka Hiking Guy. He did a guide where he climbed up the firebreak, then he went down the other side and went around on a couple of other trails that actually made a really neat loop. So that would probably be a cool way to go up there, so you don't have to scramble down that firebreak. But get up here and show you the junction. Go around this Yerbacentas. So we're about 3,600 feet roughly above sea level here. So we're looking at maybe about a 2,000 foot climb today. It's supposed to be about an 8 or so mile round trip hike roughly. But here's the fire road. Right over here. Right over here. So get some good views of the walls. Very rugged over by Josephine Peak. So some people's like, it's a fire road. Why? Well, it's a way to get to a peak. It's also good for right now for social distancing. So you see over by Clear Creek, got a lot of those coulter pines over there. A couple gray pines, even a couple incense cedars mixed in there. These coulter pines seem to be not doing so well. Starting to dull up, and I don't know if they're gonna die. kind of worried about it because I'm really big on coulter pines, big on everything. However, so we got a coulter pine there. Actually, that's a Canary Island pine. They plant those actually quite a bit here in St. Gabriel's. Actually, the one pine right there on the next to these coulter pines is actually another Canary Island pine. So they do plant quite a few non-natives. Again, these are Aleppo pines right here. Pinus halepensis. We got some Aleppo pines planted over here. I will say though, they do look. They look like they fit in pretty well. They do well in these Mediterranean climates. We've even got eucalyptus over here too. The eucalyptus a lot of eucalyptus trees can be quite cold tolerant. But I think there was a fire here not that long ago. It burned some of the trees right by this water tank. But that is Eucalyptus comodulensis, river red gum, I believe. Since this is going to be a pretty much at least 80% fire road, probably focus my video clips on the more turn by turn points of this hike, especially when I break off to attempt to climb some of those satellite peaks and little hills along the way. This is a fairly self-explanatory hike. Fortunately, my backpack's a little heavier than I anticipated. I was thinking, this will be alright. But might have overpacked a little bit. In fact, when I scramble up to those random little summits, probably going to take my backpack off and just bring an individual water bottle with me. One thing is it's nice, cool morning here. It's probably in the 40s right now, maybe mid 40s. Not bad. Don't expect it to be extremely sunny today, so should actually make this hike more comfortable, because during the sunnier times this is pretty much exposed, probably at least 90% of the way, except the fire road does round the backside of Josephine Peak for the last bits of the way up there. So there'll be some shade, probably some larger thickets of oak and even big cone Douglas fir. But some people might not be too crazy about fire road hikes, but I mean, for me, it's just a wider version of a trail. I mean, you can see big trees and bushes on the side of a wide fire road, just like you could on the side of a really narrow single track trail. So, to me, I don't see an issue. Actually, this is quite lovely over here, to be honest. I think it's quite pretty over here. a lot of station fire recovery, which is definitely starting to make this area a little more verdant again. Little pine sapling. Needles are actually short on that one. It's probably a knob cone. The needles are really short on that one. It's not a single leaf pinion. And rare species of oak is found in this area. Oh, San Gabriel Mountains leather oak. You'll see that probably along a chunk of this as well. I know there's some over by Clear Creek Junction where I did a spotlight on it. Well, of course, canyon live oak. Yeah, even a coast live oak. Coast live oak over here too. Well, there's another small pine over there. We got some Canary Island pines coming up again too. Assuming that pine tree in there is a knobcone pine too, but almost looks like a young sugar pine, but I don't know if they do too well down here. Yeah, this backpack is definitely weighing on me. I don't think I should have brought nearly as much today. I way overpacked for this, but basically it says I'm going to be on fire road. It doesn't matter when I finish. I can hike down this in the dark, no problems. All the firebreak stuff, planning on doing that during the way up, so on the way back I can just cruise down this. But yeah, these are Canary Island pines here. And the Forest Service sometimes plants the non-native ones to help reforest the area. Up along the ridge, looks like there are a bunch of eucalyptus trees too. It's pretty neat. And again, Hwys. Here's Mount Lukens, and that's one of the smaller summits bordering Josephine Peak area. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a break and keep on trucking.